Module 12, Lab 1, Task 1, detect intrusions using Snort. All right, on my server 2019 machine, I'm already logged in. I'm going to navigate to the Z drive. Module 12, evading IDS, Firewalls, and Honeypots, intrusion detection tools, Snort. And I'm going to double click the Snort installer to install the application. All right, click on I agree. And default through the installation. And click close and OK to exit the installation window. All right, Snort requires WinPCAP to be installed on your machine. In this task environment, we've already installed the WinPCAP drivers for packet capturing. Okay, by default, Snort installs itself in the C Snort directory. We're going to navigate to the etc folder in the specified location. And we're going to copy from the Z drive the Snort rules snapshot, etc directory. We're going to copy snort.conf into the installation location. We're going to replace file in the destination. We're also going to copy the SO rules folder into the installation directory. And the pre-proc rules. And I just realized these need to go up one directory. Replacing files in the destination. We're also going to copy the rules folder. And again, prompted to replace. All right, now right-click on the Windows Start icon and click Run from the context menu, CMD, and OK to launch the command prompt window. All right, we're going to cd to c:/bin and enter, and then type snort and press enter. Snort initializes. Wait for it to complete. After completion, press Control-C, Snort exits, and comes back to Snort bin. I now type snort tac-w. This will list the machine's physical address, IP address, and Ethernet drivers, but all are disabled by default. All right, observe your Ethernet driver index number and write it down. In this task, it's 1. To enable the Ethernet driver, type snort tac dev, tac I for interface, and index number 1. You should see a rapid scroll text in the command prompt, which means that the Ethernet driver is enabled and working properly. And you can see the packets being captured on the screen. All right, we're going to leave the snort command window open and launch another command prompt window. All right, we're going to ping google.com and press enter. The ping command triggers a snort alert in the snort command prompt with rapid scrolling text. All right, close both command prompt windows. The verification of the snort installation and the triggering alert is complete. Snort is working correctly in verbose mode. Now, to configure the snort.conf file, we're going to navigate. I'm going to get rid of the Z drive. Navigate to the snort etc folder and open the snort.conf file with Notepad++. All right, scroll down to the step 1, set the network variables, which is line number 45, and replace any with the IP address of the target machine. In this case, it's 10.10.1.19. All right, leave the external net any as it is. And if you have a DNS server, make changes in the DNS servers by replacing the home net with your DNS server IP address. Otherwise, leave this line as it is. All right, the same applies to SMTP, HTTP, SQL, etc. If you do not have any servers running on your machine, leave the line as it is. Don't make any changes in that line. Now scroll down to the rule path, which is line 104. And we're going to change the // to csnort/. And it's going to be worth our while just to copy that, since we'll be replacing a couple of more path statements with the csnort directory. All right, pre-proc rules, we'll do the same. And also SO rules. In lines 109 and 110, we'll also replace .. with csnort. All right, minimize the snort.conf window. And navigate to the csnort rules folder. And we're going to create 2 files. Name one whitelist. And we're going to rename these to .rules. And one blacklist.rules. And again, confirm the file extension change. All right, switch back to Notepad++. Scroll down to line 238. For step 4, which is configure dynamic loaded libraries. Add the path to the dynamic preprocessor libraries, 243. We're going to change that to C snortlib. Change the slash orientation to read C snortlib snort dynamic preprocessor. On 246, we'll do the same. C snortlib. All right, dynamic engine actually has a DLL instead. So it'll be SF engine .dll. And ensure that line 250 is commented out, which it sure is, for the dynamic detection library. All right, so 250 commented out. And we need to add a space between the comment character and the dynamic detection directory. All right, scroll down to line 253. Configure preprocessors. This does nothing in IDS mode. However, it generates errors at runtime. Comment out all the preprocessors listed in this section by adding a hashtag and a space before each preprocessor rule. So lines 262 through 266 should all begin with a hashtag and a space character. All right, scroll down to line 326. And delete the LZMA keyword. And a space. Scroll down to step 6, line 513. Configure output plugins. And you're going to provide the location of the classification.config and reference.config files. All right, so line 532 will be C snort slash Etsy slash and the same thing for reference. All right, in step 6, line 534, you're going to add to the line output alert underscore fast colon alert dot IDS and colon. Let's get a space there, alerts. IDS, not ADS. All right, in the snort.conf file, we're going to find and replace the IP var string with var. To do this, press Control-H on the keyboard, the replace window, enter IP var, and replace with var. In the find what and replace with fields, click replace all. You get a notification saying that 11 occurrences were replaced. By default, the string is IP var, which is not recognized by snort. We replaced the var string and then close the window. All right, click close to close the replace window. I'm gonna do that one more time just to be safe. Okay. All right, now save the snort.conf by pressing Control-S. Before running snort, you need to enable detection rules in the snort rules file. For this task, we've enabled the ICMP rule so that snort can detect any host discovery ping probes directed at the system running snort. We're going to navigate to the C snort rules directory and open the ICMP TAC info rules. Edit with Notepad++. And in line 21, we're going to type this big, long, ugly, syntax-intensive rule. And I copied and pasted that out of an email, a little bit easier. All right, go ahead and save. And close the Notepad++ window. The IP address 10.10.1.19 mentioned in HomeNet may vary again when you perform this task. All right, now right-click on the Windows Start icon and click Run, CMD. All right, CD snort bin. And launch that big syntax-intensive command line and enter. Oops, break that. I need to replace the X with my interface number. There we go. All right, snort starts running in IDS mode. It's initializing all the output plugins, preprocessors, plugins, dynamic preprocessors, libraries, rule chains of snort, and then logs all signatures. If we've entered all the command information correctly, we'll receive a comment stating commencing packet processing, and there it is, with a PID and a process ID. Now your PID value will vary from lab to lab, but after initializing interface and log signatures, snort starts and waits for an attack and triggers alerts when attacks occur on the machine. Leave the snort command prompt running, attack your own machine and check whether snort detects it or not. We'll click on the Windows 11 machine. And Control-Alt-Delete to log in. All right, open a command prompt. And we're going to ping 10.10.10.19. All right, click back to the 2019 machine. And snort is triggering on the alerts for ICMP info ping. All right, press Control-C to stop snort. might take a second to stop it. There we go. Now navigate to the C snort log folder. We now have a 10.10.1.11 folder. And open the echo IDS file with Notepad++. And there's our captured ping requests. All right, this means that whenever an attacker attempts to connect or communicate with the machine, Snort immediately triggers an alarm. All right, this will make you aware of the intrusion and can thus take certain security measures to disconnect the lines of communication with the attacker's machine. Close all open windows in your Windows 11 and 2019 server machines, and that concludes our lab.